All right. It says this is why he will be our next PM. So here's Pierre Poilievre. I haven't watched this yet, I don't think. So
Justin Trudeau is not a liberal. It might surprise you to hear me say that. He's not a liberal. The liberals used to believe in liberty, and conservatives believed in conserving it. That was the common sense consensus we had in Canada. Justin Trudeau does not believe in liberty. He believes in government control. He wants to control your money. He wants to control your kids. He wants to control the economy, control your speech, control your bank account. He wants to control everything. That is illiberal. It's the opposite of liberalism. I don't want to run your life. I want to run your government. And a government that does a few things well rather than a lot of things poorly, a government that minds its own business and lets people live their lives.
I love this. I just want to hear him pivot now to immigration on this and be a little bit more forthright on immigration in this same way. I love that. And of course, we'll be voting Conservative in the next election, right? And I am cautiously optimistic about Poilievre. I think he has the potential to be a fantastic prime minister, to be able to start turning the ship around. I mean, again, I believe that these are generational problems that we have in Canada now that have been caused by Trudeau in under a decade. There's nothing that's going to be fixed in 5 years, but we can start turning it around. But in any case, this is the Pierre Poilievre that I like when he's forthright like this. And he's right that Trudeau is not a liberal. If he doesn't even call himself a liberal anymore, he calls himself a progressive. He says they're a progressive party now. That descriptor doesn't describe what the Liberal Party of Canada is anymore. Trudeau says they're a progressive party. I say that they're just a far left party. You could call that a far left extremist party. Anybody who thinks that sex changes for children is a great idea is not a liberal. Okay, that's a far leftist. That's a radical. That's an extremist. Anybody who thinks that mass immigration, when the country is already suffering, just a nonstop continuation, a nonstop flood of mass immigration into your country is a great idea, is a far leftist. Essentially open borders. That person is a radical, a far leftist. That's not a liberal. Freezing people's bank accounts for protesting, peacefully protesting, or donating to a protest, that's not liberal. That's extremist. That's the extreme far left. That's radical. But in any case, yeah, I would like to see him be this forthright on immigration because it's the most important issue that affects everything. And it's not about race. It's not about skin color. It's not about it's about logistics. How many people can our infrastructure handle? It's just logistics. It's just a numbers game. Supply and demand. Let's go back to this. Canada caught in population trap for the first time in modern history. Economists warn. This is from the Financial Post. Let's just revisit this. A population trap, according to Oxford Dictionary, is when the population is growing so fast that all available savings are needed to maintain the existing capital-labor ratio, making any increase in living standards impossible. So immigration is the issue that affects everything. And I'd like to see him be a little more forthright on that. Please, please do. Nigel Farage is doing it in the UK, and he's doing it to great effect. I don't think it's a losing cause. I don't think it matters how much the CBC calls you xenophobic at this point. Everybody knows the truth, apparently, except for them. And even they do. They just lie about it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.